Hello, everyone. You know, the greatest feeling in the world as a Christian is knowing that there's nothing between us and the Lord. Our pastor uses an illustration, an expression rather, that says this: keep short accounts with God. Yes, keep short accounts with God, which means simply that every day we ought to be doing a personal evaluation in our lives to make sure that there's nothing between us and the Lord that would distance us between us and Him. Because if there is anything between us and God, it does separate us from God and it distances us from God. And there comes a time when we're going to have to make things right with the Lord. C.H. Spurgeon uses an illustration of a comet that is circling around the sun. It begins to circle, and no matter what the inconceivable distance that it takes to get back to where it began, or the inconceivable time that it takes to get back to where it began, somewhere along the line, it will get back to where it began. And that's the way it is with you and I as Christians. From that moment of time that we let something slip in between us and God, how long will it take before we get back in right fellowship with God? Whether we are willingly go back to God, or repentantly or believing, or whether we're unwilling and then we have to stand before Him knowing that we have had something between us and the Lord that ought not be there. I say to you, O Christian, let's make sure that there's nothing between us and God that ought not be there. We ought to keep short accounts with God. Make sure that everything's okay between you and God, between me and the Savior. I love you till the next time, and may God bless.